Tory Wilson. Hey there, baby girl. Have you got a couple of minutes for your general manager? There's an urgent matter I need to speak to you about.
Actually, Teddy, I'm supposed to catch a flight and I'm already running late. I'd love to stay and talk, but...
That's okay. Don't worry about it, Tory. I don't want to be responsible for my #1 diva missing her flight. You feel me? I'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks, Teddy. I'll see you Thursday.
Damn. I hate to see that girl go, but I love watching her leave. Holla.
What was that? Teddy? Oh my God, Teddy! Don't worry, Teddy. It's going to be okay. Help! Somebody please help! I can't believe that someone could do that to poor Theodore Long.
Yo, don't worry about that, Tory. He'll be all right, and they'll catch whoever did it.
Hey, Tory. Cena. Excuse me, Tory. I heard that you were the last person to see Teddy Long before his accident. Do you mind if I ask you about it?
Hey, Columbo, take it somewhere else, okay? Can't you see the lady's upset? She doesn't need you accusing her of something she had nothing to do with.
No one's accusing anyone of anything, Cena. But as long as you're here, where were you when Teddy Long was taken out?
Excuse me? I must have missed the part where you explained to me why I had to answer to you. Who the hell you think you are to come up here and get all up in my grill?
Oh, you tell him, Cena. Fight the power. Don't take any guff from the man. I mean, dude, it's not like there's any way that an angry thug who walks around with brass knuckles and a steel chain around his neck could ever take anyone out, right?
Yo, look who it is. Mr. Pay-Per-View. You know, for a guy who calls himself the whole damn show, you sure ain't had much in the way of title shots lately, have you, Chief? Sounds like a pretty good motive for punking out our GM, don't it? So where were you when T-Lo got aced?
Well, let's see. I think I was probably chilling out in the back, stretching out, you know, throwing some kicks and reading some comics.
You think you were? Can anybody vouch for you?
That's my downtime. Just me, RVD.
I can't believe any of you would ever do anything to hurt Teddy. This is all so awful. What do you think happened?
Superstars have fallen victim to that over the years. He can get the pin right here. 1, 2, oh man, these fans are fire. Here's your winner, The Undertaker.
Yo, Ironsides. I just wanted to tell you, you did the right thing last week against that slacker RVD. I can't believe that walking case of the Munchies would accuse me of running down T-Lo. The Chain Gang knows I don't roll like that. Thanks for believing in me, dog.
Actually, Cena, neither one of you convinced me of anything. RVD wanted a match, and I gave it to him. And besides, he made some good points. You never did say where you were when Long was taken out.
You want to know where I was the night Long got run down? I was in a locker room surrounded by a dozen witnesses. And here's another clue. If you want to know where I'm going to be later tonight, I'm going to be in the ring with you, showing you my 5-knuckle shuffle.
Man, normally Cena's, you know, he's a pretty chilled out guy to say the least. But he's acting a little touchy about the whole Theodore Long thing.
Well, it's a touchy subject, Taz, and until we find out who did it, I think it's going to remain that way, even for a guy like John Cena.
RVD is the cat that rolls thunder and home smoke, but gets his ass whipped when he messes with grown folk. You blaze trees, I break knees, and your frog splash is trash. You ain't got what it takes, please. I'm the whole damn show, from sunlight to sundown. Van Dam is the reason Teddy Long got run down. Stick them thumbs up your ass, RVD. John Cena, Chain Gang. You can't see me.
That was real clever the way you made everything rhyme there, Vanilla Ice.
It's too bad you can't wrestle half as good as you rhyme.
You seem like you've got a lot of hostility that you need to get out of your system. So how about meeting me in this ring a little later and seeing what we can do about
You
it?
want to go, RVD? Well, why don't we do it right now?
Well, here's a pleasant surprise. It looks like Tory Wilson's coming down here to try to get these two to take it down a notch. Remember, Tory was the last one to see General Manager Teddy Long before his accident just a few weeks ago.
And it was some questions meant for Tory that sparked the problems between all these guys. Problem is, Cole, when you got a hot tomato like Tory who tries to calm down guys who are acting all macho and whatnot, it's like trying to put out fire with gasoline.
Rob, John, come on. You guys don't need to do this. Why don't you just shake hands and call off this nonsense?
The only nonsense here is what's between his ears if he thinks he's got what it takes to hang with me and my chain gang.
Gee, dog, hanging with you sounds really cool and all. If it's all the same to you, I think I'd rather just kick your ass.
Guys, please. This isn't helping anything. Please calm down and let's talk this out.
I'd punk you out right now if there wasn't a lady present. But that's all right. I'll see you back here later tonight.
No problem, Cena. I wouldn't want Tory to have to watch the beating I'm going to give you anyway.
Looks like you were right, Taz. It seems like Tory Wilson's presence hasn't calmed anyone. She's trying her best to help, but she's inadvertently exasperated the situation.
Yeah, not only that, she made it a heck of a lot worse, too.
Tory Wilson. Just the little lady I was looking for. Must be pretty flattering to have all those boyfriends doing all that fighting over you like that, huh?
What do you want, JBL?
Oh, I just had a quick question for you. But don't worry, I'm not going to accuse you of attempted murder or nothing. Now listen, right before Theodore Long's unfortunate accident, did he happen to ask you about any paperwork or contracts or anything like that?
Contracts? No. What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing much. Just...
JBL, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, I was just leaving. See you soon, Tory.
What the hell was that all about?
I don't know. But listen, we have a bigger problem. John and Rob are going to tear each other apart tonight if we don't do something to stop them.
We? Why not let them do it and get it out of their systems?
Because you and I both know that this isn't just going to be a match. They both think they have something to prove. It's so stupid and pointless. But I need you to be the special referee and make sure they don't kill each other out there tonight.
I don't know. It's not really my thing.
Please? As a favor to me?
All right. As a favor to you, I'll do what I can.
Thanks so much. I owe you one. Now you'd better go get ready.
Well, I guess he's going to referee the match, but he certainly doesn't seem to be too excited about stepping between Cena and RVD tonight.
No, but I'd sure say he's motivated. Not for nothing. You don't say no to a chick like that. I'd be happy to ref that match if it meant Tory Wilson owed me a favor. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Here we go again with these three.
This potentially explosive situation is about to blow sky high. We saw this last time. Tory did more harm than good.
If you ask me, I think Tory's best move is to just stay out of it at this point.
Stop it right now! How do you think it makes me feel? Knowing that you guys are all trying to out-macho each other for me. And don't tell me that's not what's going on. Believe me, I know men, and I know when you're trying to impress a woman.
She sees right through him, Cole. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever tried to impress a woman?
Well, partner,
Don't answer that.
I can only think of one sure way to make you guys stop. This Sunday, at Judgment Day, you're all going to face off in a triple threat match. And I'm going to put my contract on the line. I'll manage whoever wins. And whoever doesn't win had better act like a gentleman about it, or I'll never speak to you again.
Well, I'll tell you, Tory Wilson just laid down the law. Now I've seen just about everything.
Can she do that? Can Tory just make a pay-per-view match like that?
Well, with Teddy Long out, we've got no general manager, right? Who's going to say no? And with Tory's services on the line, I don't think any of these guys are going to object at all.
That's for sure, partner. John Bradshaw Layfield. What's the WWE champion doing out here?
Ooh-wee. That was one hell of a match you boys just put on. I knew it was going to be a classic. That's why I didn't bother telling you that you damn near killed each other for something that's already mine.
Something that's already his? What is he talking about?
You see, prior to his tragic accident, I struck a deal with our former general manager, Teddy Long, to procure the managerial services of one Tory Wilson for myself.
What? Just what is JBL saying?
So thanks for the show, boys. But just like this WWE title, Tory Wilson is the exclusive property of John Bradshaw.
I don't believe it. Tory's been under contract to JBL all this time, and she didn't even know it. That must have been what JBL was asking her about last week.
I think it's safe to say that three guys in a ring cannot be happy about this. They've been hacked. How are they going to react to this news on SmackDown?
Thank you. You people are too good to me.
Is JBL hearing the same crowd I'm hearing?
You know, I've accomplished a great many things in my career. I made a fortune in the stock market. I am one of the greatest WWE champions in history. And damned if I ain't one of the most humble sons of bitches to ever set foot in a SmackDown ring.
It's all true, Cole. He is humble. You know what? You should try and be a little humble sometimes.
Oh, please.
But for all of my accomplishments, one of my absolute greatest was adding Tory Wilson to my administration. And nothing against you, Orlando, but you're my favorite acquisition.
You
know, JBL, for all your bragging, it looks like to me you couldn't get yourself a woman without buying her contract.
That's a damn lie. Women everywhere fall at my feet. I am a wealthy man. I am a captain of industry. I am a wrestling god.
Well, if you're as great as you say you are, then how about a little match tonight? You and me for Tory's contract.
A match? With you? You got to be kidding me. You're not in my league, son.
What a champion.
But I'll tell you what I will do. You go backstage and get one of your boyfriends to team up with you. And you can face my current administration in a match later on tonight.
That's pretty generous of JBL. I mean, you gotta admit that, Cole.
Generous? It looks to me as if JBL's ducking a direct challenge. Believe it. This is a damn mugging.
It ain't exactly Queensberry rules, Cole. But I'm pretty sure we ain't Queensberry neither.
Tory, what are you doing here?
Listen, I don't have much time. JBL's going to notice that I'm missing before too long. But I have some good news. I've convinced JBL to put my contract on the line at Vengeance. In an Iron Man match.
That's great.
But there are two catches. The first is that I had to agree that it would be a lifetime contract. If JBL wins, I'm his for the rest of my career.
Yo, that ain't gonna happen. What's the second catch?
The superstar who wants to sign the match for Vengeance has to beat Orlando Jordan in a match tonight.
Beat Orlando? No problem. I'll mop the floor with that goon. He can't see me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean you'll take on Orlando?
Just what I said. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do have a problem with that. I can take Orlando myself.
Tell you what. We'll solve your little problem the way I solve all my problems. You and me can work it out in the parking lot.
I don't believe it. These guys still can't get on the same page. Now they're going to have a match to decide who gets to take on JBL's chief of staff later tonight.
It's not just a match, Cole. A parking lot brawl. This don't look too good for Tory.
Hey, Tory, What the... When I was asked to come by the GM's office, you're just about the last person I'd have expected to see here. Don't tell me you're the new general manager of SmackDown, Coach.
No. The coach isn't your new general manager yet. But I have been asked to move over from Raw to take care of a few things during Teddy Long's absence. Now I know that all of you on SmackDown are upset about what happened to Teddy. But hey, life goes on, right? The WWE Board of Directors has asked me to help out with superstar scheduling for the upcoming WWE Legends World Tour. It turns out that Raz Muhammad Hassan isn't going to be able to make the tour. So, I need you to take his place. It's probably for the best anyway. I mean, can you imagine the trouble that guy would have had at Customs?
Look, Coach, I appreciate the offer, but I'm staying right here on SmackDown to find out who ran Teddy Long down. Until that happens...
Look, the investigation of Teddy Long's attack is already well in hand. Besides, it's not like you're actually a detective or anything, is it? I mean, what are the odds someone like you would solve it?
You know, the way you're talking, I start to wonder if you might know more than you're saying. You wouldn't be trying to get rid of me with this whole world tour thing.
I hope you're not implying that the coach ran down Teddy Long. Ask anyone, and they'll tell you that the coach is an excellent driver. Besides, the tour is going to feature some of the greatest WWE legends of all time. In fact, it's such a huge show that I decided not to book myself on it. I didn't want to blow the fans' minds with too much star power.
I think facing WWE legends would be a great chance to prove yourself to fans worldwide. It sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Plus, I don't think Coach is going anywhere for a while. You can stay here and deal with him if you want, but I'd just as soon get out of here until he's gone.
Listen, if I can get you on board and solve this scheduling problem, that's going to make me look good for the board of directors. So if you'll help me, I'll help you. Go on the tour, and I'll see if I can't pull a few strings to get you a WWE title match once you get back.
You can do that.
Absolutely. You're talking to the coach.
Okay, fine. For a title opportunity, you got a deal.
Attaboy. Coach says you're welcome.
Hey, you're just the cat I'm looking for, Daddy-O.
Ladies, can you give us a minute? When Vince McMahon made me the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, tour general manager, I told him that I was going to put some of the greatest WWE legends against some of the top WWE superstars of today.
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Especially coming from a veteran manager like yourself.
I was surprised how good you looked in that match against the British Bulldog last week. I mean, after all, he's the former tag team champion, the Intercontinental champion, the European champion, and the hardcore champion.
You were surprised that I look good against the Bulldog? Well, Jimmy, all due respect to the Bulldog, he's one of the true legends of this business. But I'm a legend in the making.
Well, you know what they say. One match does not a legend make. Anyway, tonight, you're scheduled to face one of the greatest superstars ever to set foot in the WWE ring. And a man I know very, very well. He's a 5-time WWE champion and the greatest member of the legendary Hart Foundation. I'm talking about Canada's favorite son, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, the Hitman, huh? Bret Hart's one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. And if I beat him here tonight, I'll be one step closer to becoming a legend myself.
Hey now, don't get cocky, Daddy-O. Hopefully you'll be as good in the ring as you seem to be with the ladies. Because the excellence of execution requested a submission match. And I gave it to him. He said something about putting the past behind him here tonight.
A submission match, huh? Well, it wouldn't be the first time Bret Hart tapped out in Montreal to a legend in the making. See you around, Jimmy.
Good luck.
Cross here with Jerry the King Lawler coming to you live from Berlin, Germany. Here comes a future Hall of Famer in the flesh, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
You know, I saw Bret Hart's submission match last week, and it brought back a lot of memories. Not all of them good. Matter of fact, Jimmy Hart asked me not to come to last week's show in Montreal because he wanted to avoid an incident.
It's true. I'd have bet the house on there being one if he did show up, JR.
But you know,
looking back on it, I think it's ridiculous that two grown men can't stand face to face and lay a 10-year-old grudge to rest. Bret, I know you're in the arena tonight, so why don't you come out here and shake hands, and let's let bygones be bygones.
That's a classy move by Shawn Michaels. He's offering to shake hands with Bret Hart and bury the hatchet once and for all.
Maybe so, but do you think Bret is really going to do it? Wait a minute, what's he doing here?
He might be a legend in the making, but he's no Bret Hart. That's for damn sure.
HBK, as I understand it, this tour is about putting future legends, like myself, in the ring with legendary WWE superstars. Now, I'm sorry that you've got a guilty conscience, but maybe you should air your dirty laundry on your own time. You see, I've got no problem with...
Hey, if you insist on sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, you're going to have a problem in a hurry. I'm a 4-time world champion, an intercontinental champion, and a tag team champion. I'm the first Triple Crown champion in WWE history. But if that's not enough to earn your respect, then maybe a little sweet chin music will.
Easy, Shawn. I don't mean any disrespect. I know you've accomplished a lot in the past, and that's perfect for a WWE Legends tour like this one. But let's be honest. When it comes to the future, you have to wonder which one of us has more legendary moments left down the line, if you know what I mean.
You know, you're partly right. I've already left more blood, sweat, and tears in that ring than you ever will. But when it comes to the Heartbreak Kid, like they say, you ain't seen nothing yet.
The showstopper came out here to make peace with Bret Hart, but now we have a potentially explosive situation in the ring.
All right, you two, cut it up!
I've been backstage trying to calm down Bret Hart all evening, and I've got to tell you, he's as angry as I've ever seen him. So since he wants a piece of you, HBK, and since you two want a piece of each other, I'm just going to put all three of you in the ring for a triple threat match tonight. Right here in Berlin, Germany.
That sounds fine to me. Tonight, we'll find out if HBK really stands for Has-Been Kid.
Sweet chin music! Sweet chin music!
That'll take some of the spring out of his step. Maybe next time he'll think twice before running his mouth to a Raw legend like Shawn Michaels.
Oh my gosh! That's Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold is here! It looks like Austin's got some sort of problem with Jimmy Hart.
Well, who can blame him, JR? That blowhard gets on everyone's nerves eventually.
Stone Cold Stunner! Austin just stunned Jimmy Hart!
For once, I agree with Austin. Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
Oh, we've got combustible elements here, King.
What do you think that was all about, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. I'm sure the Texas Rattlesnake has his reasons, but Jimmy Hart represents the authority of Mr. McMahon here, and I have a feeling Hart is not going to let this slide.
Maybe so, JR, but since when did the authority of Mr. McMahon ever mean anything to Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Legends World Tour continues this week, down under in Melbourne, Australia. And Taz, here comes none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So this is a little WWE Legends tour? Is that right? The greatest superstars of all time under one roof? But Stone Cold Steve Austin ain't even on the card. You think you can have a Legends tour without Stone Cold Steve Austin? Hell, there ain't never been a bigger WWE superstar than me. So if y'all want to see Stone Cold in this damn show, give me a hell yeah. Well, there you have it. So Jimmy Hart, you scrawny little pencil-neck bastard, I suggest you put on your cheap sunglasses and your little zoot suit and bring your 98-pound ass down to this ring before Stone Cold comes back here and sticks that damn megaphone so far up your ass, they'll be able to hear your silent but deadlies in the back row.
Here comes Jimmy Hart, and he does not look pleased to see Austin here tonight.
Brilliant observation, Lady Lips. This is 2 weeks in a row Austin has taken over the show. And not for nothing, something's got to give one way or another.
Look, Austin, it's true, you might be one of the greatest superstars of all time. But your actions last week are exactly the sort of thing I wanted to avoid. I mean, let's face it, Daddy-O, you're not the easiest guy to keep under control. I watched you put Vince McMahon through hell and back in the day, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let you do the same to me. Now, despite not being formally invited, you managed to interfere anyway. And the fact is, I simply can't let you do that anymore. So we can do this the easy way, where you can just leave the ring and don't come back, or we can do this the hard way.
Hell, Jimmy, you know the Stone Cold Steve Austin ain't never done nothing the easy way in his whole damn life.
All right, Steve, if that's the way you want it, then I guess I've got no choice but to call in the big guns.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
Why don't you hold on just one damn second, you mealy-mouthed bastard? This is what you call the big guns?
No, that's not who I was talking about.
Get back to the locker room and stay there. This has nothing to do with you.
Look, I joined this tour to face WWE legends in the ring, not to sit on the sidelines and watch them beat the hell out of each other. Jimmy, if you're going to up the ante, I want in.
Well, that's just fine for the mouth of the South. I've got a couple of special surprises I've been saving for something like this. We'll see you two in the ring for a tag team match later tonight.
Well, normally Stone Cold don't like surprises, but now that you mention it, here's one for you.
It looks as if Jimmy Hart wasn't surprised after all.
Not for nothing, after last week, you'd have to have a case of amnesia. Not to be ready for that one.
It don't matter who you bring to this damn ring. There ain't never going to be a legend as big as me. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
With all of those legendary superstars, I knew we'd have some problems with their legendary egos, JR. And that pipsqueak Jimmy Hart's been AWOL since Austin tried to stun him in the ring last week. Uh-oh. Now what's he doing?
He's trying to get between them and calm them down. But frankly, that's the last place in the world you'd want to be. It's Mr. Socko! It's Mr. Socko right down his gullet!
Oh, that sock is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen, JR.
And Austin gave him the stunner!
I could have told you that would happen, JR.
Now, ain't that a sight? The only thing legendary about you is the beating you just took in the middle of this damn ring. Mankind may be one dumb, psychotic sumbitch, but he's earned something you ain't got yet, and that's my respect, and that's all I got to say about that. And now that it's just you and me, I suggest you collect your damn teeth, put your little sock back in your pants, and drag your lumpy ass back to the boiler room before Stone Cold changes his mind, stomps a mud hole in your ass, and walks it dry.
While I appreciate having your respect, Austin, I beg to differ on just one point. Mr. Socko may in fact be little, But to be fair, it is just a bit chilly in this arena. What's more, I'm content to take my leave, as Japan is one of the few places I can find live nutrition without being harassed by some sort of animal rights enforcement. But before I go, I offer what I like to think of as legendary words of encouragement to our would-be legend. Have a nice day!
You're okay?
That was pretty bad, but I've had worse.
You know, Jimmy Hart is supposed to be managing this tour, but it seems like he's lost control of some of the legends.
I think you're right. Looks like I'm going to have to take matters into my own hands.
So, what are you going to do about Steve Austin and Mankind? Next week in New York City is your last chance to settle this.
That crazy Mankind reached into his pants, grabbed a sock, and shoved it right down your throat. Yuck! That is so gross. I think he deserves a little payback next week.
Yeah, but Stone Cold's just as guilty. Plus, he's meaner. And you might never get another chance to face a legend like him.
Who says it's got to be an either-or choice?
What do you mean?
Maybe I can only get one official match sanctioned for next week. But that doesn't mean I can't find one of those jokers somewhere else beforehand and get a little payback.
I like your plan. So, who's it gonna be?
Welcome back to SmackDown. I followed your performance on the tour, and I've got to tell you, the coach was very impressed.
You're not the only one. You looked great against all those legends. It was so exciting to watch you in action.
Thanks. You know, Coach, I was a little skeptical when you first asked me to go, but I've got to admit, it was the perfect opportunity to test my skills against some of the all-time great WWE superstars and prove myself to SmackDown fans around the world.
Hey, you don't have to thank me, but if you must, you're welcome.
I wasn't thanking you. So anyway, before I left, you promised me a title match. I know we've got a pay-per-view coming up in a few weeks, and I was thinking...
Oh, right, your WWE title match. Listen, I've run it past a few VIPs, and it turns out that the coach may have promised just a tiny bit more than he could deliver. But don't worry. It's only a matter of time before the coach is named GM of SmackDown. And when that happens...
Listen to me very carefully, Coach. You're never going to be general manager of SmackDown. Understand? If you're offered the job, you're going to turn it down.
Why? Why would I do that?
Because as far as I'm concerned, you screwed me out of a WWE title opportunity. And if you become the GM of this brand, I will spend every Thursday from now on making your life a living hell. Get it?
Got it.
Good. Come on, Tory. I want to get back to figuring out who ran down Teddy Long. This little meeting just reminds me that I've got some unfinished business back on SmackDown.
Yes, I see what you mean, Coach. I must admit his behavior has been a bit strange lately. Thank you for coming here tonight to bring that to my attention.
You wanted to see me, Vince?
Yes, thank you for coming to see me. I wanted to take this chance to compliment you on your hard work so far this year and to let you know that it has not gone unnoticed. The matches you've competed in over the last few months have helped to determine your entry number into one of the greatest matches in sports entertainment, the Royal Rumble.
As you know, the Rumble takes place in 2 weeks. And tonight's match is your last chance to improve your entry number. And it must be your lucky day. Because Mr. McMahon, in his infinite wisdom, has come up with a typically brilliant plan to give you a choice of matches. You see, if you're fairly happy with your current number, you can compete in an Iron Man match tonight. When it's over, your opponent's number of pinfalls or submissions will be subtracted from yours. The resulting number will be added to your current entry number. So, if you score 3 points and your opponent scores 1, your entry number improves by 2. But if it's the other way around, your number falls by 2.
Or if you prefer to take a big risk for a big reward, you can compete tonight in a triple threat match against the number 1 and number 30 entrants. Win that match, and you'll get to enter the Royal Rumble last at number 30, which gives you a huge advantage. If you lose the triple threat, however, you'll enter at number 1 and have to face 29 other superstars in order to win.
I love it. That's sheer genius, Mr. McMahon.
Take it under advisement for a minute. Let me know which match you want to compete in tonight. Keep in mind that the higher your entry number, the later you enter the Royal Rumble, and the better your chances.
We may have just seen a glimpse of what's to come at the Royal Rumble this Sunday.
Yeah, things are looking great for him now, but if there's one thing you can expect from the Rumble, it's that you never know what to expect from the Rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, earlier tonight we witnessed a classic bout for the WWE title. So before we begin the Royal Rumble match, allow me to formally introduce you to your new WWE Champion. And I have even better news for SmackDown. Your fine General Manager Theodore Long is nearly fully recuperated from his heinous assault earlier this year. And being the consummate professional that he is, he insists on resuming his duties on SmackDown as soon as this week.
Did you hear that, Taz? Theodore Long is back. It's about time, Cole. SmackDown's been without a general manager for way too long.
Now remember, the man who wins tonight's Royal Rumble will earn a title opportunity at the greatest sports entertainment spectacle of all time, WrestleMania 22. Yes, the road to WrestleMania begins right here, right now, in this very ring. The music.
What's going on?
I have no idea, Taz.
Hold it right there, pal. That was pretty smooth, and you almost got away with it. The next time you try to cheat and switch Rumble entry numbers, make sure you're not doing it in front of a hidden security camera.
I can't believe this. He cheated? You've got to be.
I thought something wasn't on the up and up here.
I will not have the greatest match in sports entertainment tarnished like this, damn it! On my personal authority, I'm reversing the referee's decision and disqualifying you. I want the Royal Rumble restarted right away with these 6 participants. We're going to have a legitimate winner here tonight, by God.
It's not over after all. The Royal Rumble is going to be restarted.
You heard Mr. McMahon, Cole. It's not going to be over until we have a legitimate winner. I guess what they say is true. Cheaters never prosper.
Christian.
Things down a little bit. You never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match.
Looks to me as this can go down in the books as an instant classic.
I think just about every match has that potential, Taz. This is the W...
Whoa! He just got eliminated.
Oh, commercial interruptions.
Good thing, too, Cole, because I don't think we'd ever hear the end of it if we cut away here.
You're probably right, Taz. I know I wouldn't want to miss a second of this action. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy. He dodged that bullet. Conditioning's a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're going to win.
That
hit the showers. You're out of the match. Boy, I'll tell you, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see. The pride in the hearts of these competitors might be the only thing that's keeping them going.
And pride's a powerful emotion. But when you just plain run out of gas, there's nothing in the world that can keep you going.
Well, it doesn't look like they're running on empty quite yet, but you never know when that could change. Boy, Christian's a real piece of work. I don't think I've ever... He saw that one coming.
If you ever want to hit the showers, you're out of the match. Well, there you have it, Cole. He did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner of the 2006 Royal Rumble. He outlasted 29 other superstars, and by doing so, he's going to get a title shot at WrestleMania 22. What a night for him.
What a night for SmackDown. We got a new WWE champion and a new #1 contender. I'll tell you, Cole, I love the Royal Rumble.
Welcome back, Theodore Long. It's been a long time since we've seen him, but our popular general manager has finally returned to SmackDown.
I'll tell you, it's good to have Teddy Long back, but we still don't have any idea who was driving that car that ran him down in the first place.
Let me holler at you, players. Being in this ring in front of all of you SmackDown fans is doing more good than all the doctors in the world. Theodore Long is back in the house, and this time I'm here to stay. And now that I'm back, the first order of business is to find out who ran me down in that parking garage. Whoever it is ain't gonna get away with it. Believe that. But I don't want to dwell on the negatives. There's plenty to celebrate here on SmackDown. And speaking of that, it's time to call the winner of this year's Royal Rumble down to the ring and congratulate him on a job well done.
The winner of the Royal Rumble. Word has it, Taz, that he's already decided to go after SmackDown's own WWE title at WrestleMania.
What the heck? That's WWE Champion Rob Van Dam.
Oh my God. The WWE Champion has just taken out the #1 contender. That's not like RVD at all. And what's that written on the WWE title?
Teddy, dude, welcome back, man. Too bad it took you so long, though. Yeah, there's been a few changes around here. It's time to let you and all these fans know that as of now, ECW is back, and we're taking over SmackDown.
ECW? The ECW organization went under years ago, after so many of its top superstars left for WCW and the WWE. And now you're saying ECW is back? You're pulling my leg, player.
Come on, Teddy. Look at me. Take a look at this title. Does it look like I'm pulling your leg? With you gone, I was finally able to get the kinds of opportunities that you always kept for me. Like a WWE title match at the Royal Rumble, which I won, of course. So now that I've gotten what's been coming to me, I have some old friends around who want to join the party. Old ECW friends.
Now listen here, Rob. I've never had anything but respect for you. You feel me? I was glad to hear you were the new WWE champion, but I'm sorry you felt that you had to go that far to do it. I guess you're going to tell me that you were the one who ran me down all those months ago.
Me? No way, dude. Mr. Thursday Night doesn't like to get his hands dirty. Know what I mean? But I know who did.
Well, lay it on me, dog.
Yeah? I don't think so.
RVD, if you don't give me a name, you're going to defend that WWE title tonight instead of at WrestleMania. You dig?
Dig this, Teddy. I'll defend this ECW title anytime, anywhere, but only against a truly extreme opponent. And since my so-called #1 contender is knocked out on the entrance ramp right now, he's not it. If he wants this title, he's going to have to go to the extreme first and prove that he deserves a shot at me. RVD.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. RVD says that ECW is back, and they're taking over SmackDown.
Well, if that's true, things are going to change around here, Cole. ECW's a force to be reckoned with, no doubt about that.
It's Chris Benoit and Tajiri. As if we didn't already have enough trouble around here, now we've got Raw superstars invading SmackDown.
Both Chris Benoit and Tajiri were huge ECW superstars back in the day. And from the looks of things, they ain't Raw superstars tonight, Cole. They're here on ECW business.
My God, they've broken the #1 contender in half.
Not for nothing, RVD said that ECW's taking over SmackDown, and I gotta wonder if he's right. They've drawn first blood tonight, no doubt about it.
Whoa, whoa, easy, man. I just came here to apologize for what Benoit and Tajiri did to you. Just because we were in ECW together a long time ago doesn't mean I agree with what they did. They definitely crossed the line last week. I don't know what's going on with this whole ECW revival, but you should know that I've got nothing to do with it. I loved being in ECW back in the day, but that was then and this is now. WWE has been good to me, and SmackDown's where I belong.
Well, I'm glad RVD hasn't managed to brainwash everyone who used to be in ECW. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get ready for my match tonight.
That's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. Benoit and Tajiri are back tonight, and they may come after you again. I think we should team up against them in the ring before they get the chance.
You? Partner with me? No offense, Spike. But you're not exactly the biggest dog in the yard.
Look, there's strength in numbers no matter what. Plus, don't forget, there are other ex-ECW guys in the WWE. They may still be on the fence about this whole ECW thing. Think about it. If they see Spike Dudley in the ring against those two, that might convince them not to join, right?
I don't know, Spike.
Listen, I know Benoit and Tajiri from my ECW days, and I know how to deal with them. And if you're still not convinced, let's make it a tables match. Something else I know a lot about from ECW.
All right. I'll see you out there. Just try not to get in my way.